if you could give a founder any one piece of advice, what would that advice be?
My one piece of advice would be to keep investors and the circle of people that may be investors updated.
Mm,
So if you've already taken VC money, then you should be sending regular updates to your investors and a close circle of people that you think may invest in you, because saying something is better than saying nothing.
yes.
And even if you're just giving small wins, maybe it's an update every 2 months with an email. We closed these customers. We're on track for this type of traction. As you get ready to raise money or as you get ready to ask for favors, by them seeing your journey over time and being part of it, it makes them think that you're doing your job well. I think whereas if you say nothing, people just assume the worst or they don't know what's going on. It's very hard to track that story. If you have not taken VC money at all, but are planning to or want to close customers, keeping everyone updated on your progress is a great way to, again, just be top of mind so that when you do go make that ask, they feel like they already know some piece of what's going on and it's not fresh.
I think that effective communication is key regardless. But you said something there that I think needs to be highlighted too, and that's that when you don't do that, when you don't give consistent feedback, in my experience, the people fill in the negatives. They assume that you're hiding from them. And then even if you do then give them good news, they look at it through a bit of a spurious eye.
That's right. I would say it's also interesting. I don't know exactly how this is correlated, but my best performing companies are all the ones that send regular updates. So it's just also interesting that those ones are the ones, they share all their wins, they make asks. Those are the companies that across the board are all actually doing well.
And again, interesting correlation, but when I'm doing leadership training for my client companies, one of the things I tell them is if you're going through any type of change management in your company, implementing something new, if you feel like you're just communicating enough, you're probably halfway where you need to be, because every change that comes that an employee doesn't anticipate and don't hear from their boss about, they likely fill in again some type of a negative. So it's interesting, again, that consistent, effective communication is such a key skill.
Probably a good life skill. Nothing having to do even just with giving your investors updates, but yes.